of this subcommittee, the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Crenshaw.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for holding this important hearing. And most of all, thank you to you, Administrator Zeldin. It's good to see you in this position. I can't express my appreciation for, I think, bringing this agency back to a sense of pragmatism and away from ideological endeavors. And because I think we all want clean air, we want clean water, and we care about the environment. We care about being good stewards of the environment. And I look forward to working with you more on getting us back on track. One question I have for you, important to my district, being my district being the hub of many energy companies, but also many chemical companies and chemicals. The word chemical even seems to have a bad connotation to it these days, but it's vital for our modern way of life. We're coming up on review of the Toxic Substance Control Act, TUSCa. What actions is the agency taking to address this backlog for reviewing the backlog that we're reviewing under Section 5 of TUSCa? What actions is the agency taking to address that backlog and fulfill the obligations to review new chemical applications within 90 days? This is something that hasn't happened under the last administration.
Congressman, there are two key aspects of how we've attacked this. One, on the personnel side, we want to and are adding more scientists towards this effort. There's an ability to get through more of the backlog if we can increase the bandwidth inside of that office. And the second piece of it is with technology. It is outdated technology. There's a lot of new technology, including AI, that we are able to successfully tap into. You add those pieces, the expanded bandwidth of personnel plus the advancements in technology, and we're confident that we're going to be able to tackle the backlogs that we inherited.
I'm glad to hear it's a priority. Again, these companies need some consistency and some understanding of what kind of timelines they can adhere to. Related to that question, I think in the past we've seen some unreasonable assumptions while conducting risk evaluations under Section 6 of TUSCa. So that includes failing to differentiate between different conditions of use for chemicals, assuming workers don't have appropriate personal protective equipment, making very, very outlandish assumptions in order to deny certain chemicals. And despite existing regulations from the Occupational Safety and Hazards Administration, OSHA, that require PPE. So they would assume that this chemical is unsafe because, well, what if somebody just drank it? Well, I mean, that's an unreasonable assumption. So what steps is the EPA now taking to ensure that these risk evaluations for existing chemicals follow the best available science, properly evaluate risks, and I think just take common sense into account?
We have to make sure that the decisions are tethered to actual science, to be considering the best available science, and making sure that that process is also more efficient inside of the agency, rather than having the agency in conflict with each other, where there's different opinions and different programming offices. To have more consistency with that process is also key.
Yeah, and we'll send you some of those strange stories that we've heard too, or just common sense was thrown out the window, and I think you'd be surprised by it. Thank you for taking that on. And again, as we work through the reauthorization of user fees under TUSCa, are there additional implementation challenges for the agency with TUSCa and the 2016 Lautenberg Amendment that the committee should address?
Well, I would say as far as durability goes, any type of challenges, lessons learned that you lived through in the last administration, while we're addressing it now, pendulums swing, and you can write legislation thinking about where you want this process to be, where things look 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road. If you have an opportunity to legislate a fix based off of a lesson learned, we shouldn't be inheriting backlogs when we come in. We should be using the best available science. It should be tethered to actual science. So we're fixing it right now on our own at the agency, there could be an opportunity through legislation to make sure that it's more durable with whoever would be in charge of the agency in the future.
Yeah, your feedback on that would be great. And I'm out of time. I yield back. Thank you.
Gentlemen,